The Toronto Maple Leafs have been eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs by the hands of the Florida Panthers, who have now sent home two of the better teams in the NHL, the Toronto Maple Leafs and obviously the President's Trophy winning Boston Bruins. I mean, 5 games, 4-1. Let's take a look at the series winning overtime clinching goal as Gudas goes to the front of the net. Nick Cousins with a little curl drag and short side snipe. But Toronto fans, I know you're pissed about this. There was some missed calls, we'll say, a disallowed goal. So this game had a little bit of everything into it. But let's rewatch the game-winning goal for the Florida Panthers once again here. Big save from Bobrovsky on one end and then goes down the other way. Watch Gudas, though. The big thing, Gudas grabs the stick of Yarncroke, which means he could not stick check Nick Cousins, which actually leads to a golden opportunity as we get to watch a Subway commercial now. But how are we feeling about that, Leafs fans? See if we can find another. You can see kind of holding the stick there. So if we go back, holding Yarncroke's stick so he can actually poke check Nick Cousins, which is a tough break for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the other big controversial play of that game is the no goal. So let me know what you think of the no goal here. We had Morgan Rielly coming in from the right side, brings to the forehand, looks like he squeaks it past Bobrovsky, but it's an inconclusive angle, so cannot tell if the puck does actually cross the line or not. On the ice, it's important to note that this was not counted as a goal. It was no goal on the play, which makes it a lot harder to overturn and turn it into a goal. If it was a goal on the ice, I think this would have stood, but ends up being a no goal. So you be the judge. A lot of people conflicted. They don't know if it should have been a goal, if it was a goal, wasn't a goal. Personally, I think there wasn't enough evidence, to be honest, but there's a good angle where it shows the puck actually going in when he gets off of the post here. We'll see if we can find that in 1 second here. So we got this one where you see where the puck is there. It looks like it's just about to cross and he puts his blocker in front, so you can't be 100% sure. But this is the angle I was talking about. You can see as he lifts his pad up, the puck goes back behind the net, but it looks like the player was already whistled dead at that point, but you can see the puck definitely crosses the line here. So Leafs fans, let me know, and honestly everyone, if that should have been a goal or not. But going into a little bit more of this series, let's take a look at what happened for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Their main point guys, where did they go? They disappeared. I know they're not used to playing in the second round. I don't want to take any shots, but it's just so easy to. Morgan Rielly, phenomenal for them. +3, 4 points in 5 games. Arguably could have been the 5 points in 5 games as his goal got disallowed. Mitch Marner, 3 points. So really it was 1 point in 4 games. He had a very good game 4 where he had a goal and an assist, but 2 points. Outside of that, just the 1 point in the 4 games as mentioned, 3 points in 5 games. Willie Nylander, 3 points in 5 games as well, but had that huge goal in game number 5. Was an absolute snipe, but -2. You need more from him. Sam Lafferty, 2 points in 4 games. You can't have him that high. Austin Matthews, basically non-existent. He had 25 shots, but only 2 of them go in. He was shooting a lot. He had some good looks. My kind of question is, why is he shooting 5-hole? He's always just been sniping, picking corners, and I saw him shoot 5-hole way too much in this series. But what do I know? 5 games, only 2 points where he had 2 assists, so 0 goals on 25 shots. Jake McCabe, -5, 2 points. Ryan O'Reilly, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points in 5 games, -3. We got Bunting, 2 points in 5 games. Camp, 2 points. John Tavares, -2, only 1 point in 5 games here. And another player with 25 shots on goal. So their big dogs just did not show up for them for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which it sucks if you're a Toronto fan. I mean, at least you finally broke that curse of that first round, but you just needed your forwards, your superstars to be a little bit more efficient in the playoffs. Going off to the Florida side, where a lot of their players played really well. Aaron Ekblad, 5 points in 5 games, 1 goal, 4 assists. Matt Tkachuk, he didn't score in the series, but 5 assists and was a +5. Duclair, 4 points in 5 games. Carter Verhaeghe, 4 points in 5 games. Barkov, only 3 points in 5 games, which is not terrible, but in games 5. I thought he was one of the most electric forwards. He was stealing the puck every shift, it seemed like, setting up an offensive chance in that third period. +3, but all the pluses. No one on their tops or minus except for Gustav, Forsling. Brandon Montour really didn't have that great of a series. So you shut down their top defenseman, but the rest of the team played really well. Radko Gudas, 2 points, 2 assists, +2. But the plus minus is just Florida played well. And now we got Florida going up against the Carolina Hurricanes, which should be another series where they should be a heavy underdog. But who knows, man? This might be the year, just like the LA Kings, where they just go on catch stride and dominate. Sam Bennett is probably going to be the most hated player in the NHL by the Toronto Maple Leafs fans for the next couple of years, as he was taking runs at Marner all series long, runs on all of their players. But let's move on to the last thing I want to touch on this video. The Toronto Maple Leafs, what are we going to do with the team next year? Do you think this is a situation where we keep the Toronto Maple Leafs together? Is one of the big 3 getting moved? Obviously, this year, I mean, cap space. They don't have any wiggle room at all. So let's go take a look. So this is this year, everyone's contract. So next year, it's going to be Austin Matthews, last season under contract. So that begs the question, is he finally going to Arizona? 11.6, John Tavares at 11 million. Are we going to keep him on the books? Is there a way that he gets moved? He obviously has a no moves clause. We can look a little bit more into that, but I believe it's probably a 10 team submission. Mitch Marner, basically $11 million, 2 more years left. Is he someone who potentially gets moves? And then we got Willie Nylander signed at $7 million, unrestricted the year following. Kerfoot, I don't think they're going to be able to bring Kerfoot back, especially at the $3.5 million. Calle Yarncroke, $2 million. But Ryan O'Reilly is going to need a big extension. There's no way he's playing for $1.875 million. Camp probably comes back on a depth deal. Noel Acciari, Michael Bunting, you're not going to get him for $950K anymore. I think that's one player who just is no longer a Toronto Maple Leaf. Obviously, Wayne Simmons, Zach Aston-Reese, I think both are going to hit the open market. I don't think they keep them around. And then we have Justin Hull. The Leafs fans hate him. I doubt they bring him back. Luke Shen actually didn't play too bad for what his contract's worth. And Mark Giordano is on a nice contract. Eric Gusterson didn't play too much, but I would have liked to see him play a little bit more. A good offensive talent. Matt Murray, if I'm Toronto, let's find a way to get him off the books. You're going to need to sign Ilya Samsonov. I would go with Samsonov and Joseph Wall next year. And then obviously you have your long-term injured. So Jake Muzzin will be there next year. Obviously missing him this year. He would have been an absolute huge part of the team, especially in the playoff run. Unfortunate injury there. But what do you think the Leafs are going to do? They have 1 first-round draft pick, and it's the Boston Bruins. So it's probably a better draft pick than what I think they were going to draft anyways. But that's going to do it for the series. The Toronto Maple Leafs eliminated. We got the Florida Panthers moving on to play the the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, look at this. He holds the stick. What a veteran play by Gudas, though. We bring it back one more time. Sticks it, grabs the stick, and then kind of is the reason why it goes short side there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The poor Toronto. Oh, here's a better angle. You see him grab it. Oh, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt the Toronto Maple Leafs. Poor guys. But that's going to do it for this video. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup, Maple Leafs fans, now that your team has unfortunately been eliminated? I'm still going with Edmonton. They might be out Sunday night, but we'll take it. All right, everyone, have a great day. See you later.